Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Well, at the time that I'm recording this, it is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. Did everybody go out and vote? Okay, please. That was a joke. I don't want any political conversation at all. I'm over all of it. Anyway, but it is important to vote. If it's important to you, great. If it's not, great too. No judgment here. Anyway, got some hot topics that I wanted to run past y'all. Get y'all thoughts and opinions on. I have an update on Spice's health. Dance hall queen Spice. You know, there were rumors circulating that she was not doing well because she recently went out of the country to have cosmetic surgery. Got an update on that. You guys heard about Drake's lyrics in his song Circo Loco. Is that what it's titled? He recently dropped a collaborative album with 21 Savage, and everybody was talking about how he's taking, jabs at Megan Thee Stallion. Quite corny. I'm going to touch on that as well. Who else we got? DaBABY. Girl. When I think of BOGO, I instantly think of Payless. BOGO is an acronym for buy one, get one. Well, apparently DaBABY rapper, his tickets have been discounted. Okay, so you could buy one and get one free. How tragic. I got some other hot topics sprinkled in between. Make sure you like the video. That is your admission fee. Please pay your admission fee upon entering. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so before I get into those juicy topics, a little bit of news is necessary. Have you guys heard about this? 55 completed SAT tests, quote unquote, lost by the UPS truck in Texas. This story is wild. Okay, let's take a read real quick. A total of 55 completed SAT tests from high schoolers in El Paso, Texas were lost after the sheets flew out of the UPS truck that was transporting them. When I read this, I said, this sounds like a bunch of BS. Anything is possible, but it sounds suspicious to me. All right, the article continues. El Paso Independent School District officials said that the tests were, quote unquote, securely submitted to UPS after the test was administered at El Paso High School on October 27th, according to KTSM TV. Okay. My tongue is running a marathon. Let me slow it on down. All right. So the article goes on to read, UPS told CNN that whatever was involved with the driver is not representative of UPS protocols and methods, and we are addressing this with him. Okay. So we know it is male, maybe a male driver. Who knows? Who knows these days? Anyway, the only recourse being offered to the dozens of unlucky students would be to retake the test at no cost on December 10th. Students are understandably miffed by the circumstances. I think they should protest. It's not their fault that these tests were lost. And this sounds like a bunch of malarkey to me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just trying to think of the design of the UPS truck. Because they be sliding from the side, right? But the back's still open, huh? I just know the sound of the slide outside my house. And then, there's a ding dong. UPS man is here. Does the back of the UPS truck still open? No, seriously. This may sound like a stupid question. But they slide on the side. Obviously, the back of the truck probably has to open. They have to load the truck, right? So how can these tests fly out of the UPS truck? And no one took cell phone footage of this. Where did this happen? This is a bunch of malarkey. And I know BS when I read it and when I see it. And this is BS. I think that the students should protest. But then again, there's no getting around not having SATs. I was about to say STDs. Lord have mercy. There's no way getting around, if you're applying to colleges, I don't think there's any way you can be exempt from the SATs, right? Listen, it's been a long time since I took the SATs, so things probably have changed. But I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they should be exempt from having to retake the SATs? I don't believe that these tests just flew out. Like, what was holding the tests together, the sheets together? A rubber band, a scarf? What? I don't know. That doesn't sound, it just sounds weird to me. Speaking of weird, you guys know that all things weird happen in the state of Florida. Okay, I call Florida the dumb shine state. And let's take a look at this. Okay, this is according to thehill.com. TSA agents find a GUN inside raw chicken, y'all, at Florida airport. Yes, you see the bird right there? Somebody stuffed the blicky in the bird. Let's read this article. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Typically, when you think of stuffing a bird, you're thinking of bread filling, onions, and seasoning. But one particular chicken got some attention after authorities at a Florida airport found something foul, Fowl, I see what they did there, inside of it. Monday, the TSA posted on social media that its agents at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport found a GUN smuggled inside a raw chicken. Photos of the desecrated bird carcass showed a GUN that was wrapped in a plastic bag and shoved inside it. Before I go on, okay, because this TSA agent had a sense of humor. And before I start gut busting laughter, break out in laughter, what made this individual think that this would work? You're carrying this in your carry-on. When you put your items on the conveyor belt, you do realize that it goes through something that's like an X-ray machine, right? So it sees everything. What made you think that did you think the chicken bones was going to block out the firearm? Like, what went into this thought process? I want to know who was the person that said, yeah, that'll work. Get that mofo on the line. Anyway, the article continues. We hate to break it to you here, but stuffing a firearm in your holiday bird to travel is a waste of time. See what they did there? This is what the TSA agent said. This idea wasn't even half-baked. It was raw, greasy, and obviously unsupervised. I see what you did there. It's good that they have a sense of humor. That was cute. Actually, both fresh and cooked meats are permitted to be in carry-on bags and checked luggage. This is according to TSA. The meats can be packed with ice or ice packs, but the ice packs, they have to be basically solid. So if they're melted, then, you're not going to be allowed to carry them. So this is interesting. As for the GUNs, unloaded firearms in locked, hard-sided containers can be actually transported as checked luggage only, according to TSA. Firearms and ammunition must be declared at the ticket counter. So I think they did this to get attention. TSA reported last week that, the passengers at airports in Florida alone have brought 700 GUNs to security checkpoints this year. 120 of those have been intercepted at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. That's scary as hell. But if you're permitted to have a firearm, a licensed firearm in the state of Florida. You're going to Florida. Why wouldn't you get the appropriate case and check this in properly? You did this for attention. Now, it didn't state any legal ramifications, that this individual will be facing. I just want to know who was the person that was like, yeah, you could. Yeah. Go ahead and stuff that in there. You know what I'm saying? You be all right. I did it before. Like, who co-signed this? Lord have mercy. The dumb shine state. All right, moving along. Let's get into this spice situation. Okay, let me pull up my article on my PHONE. You still have time to like the VIDEO. That is your admission fee. All right, don't forget to like. All right, so last week, was it last week? A couple of days ago or so, I posted a video talking about Spice and her health condition. It was being reported all over social media that Spice went to the Dominican Republic to have cosmetic surgery done. Oh God, what is this? To have cosmetic surgery done, and something happened. What happened, we don't know. Some people said she was in a coma. Some people said she had a heart attack. There were people saying that no, she didn't have a heart attack. No, she wasn't in a coma. We don't know. All I realized that at some point something had to happen. Okay, meaning she did have some sort of cosmetic surgery in the DR. Why did I come to that conclusion, or how did I come to that conclusion? If you know Spice, then you know dancehall artist Spice. She is also a cast member on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Spice goes to the ends of the earth sometimes to defend herself, meaning if there's a rumor circulating about Spice, she is going to come on her social media, preferably Instagram, usually Instagram live. She's going to show receipts. She's going to cuss, carry on, and tell you about yourself. Okay. She's going to tell you where you can go, how quick you can get there, and most likely you should be accompanied with your mother. Okay. So Spice does not miss an opportunity to basically clear up any allegations that are, against her. So when Spice didn't come onto social media cussing everybody off, I knew that something wasn't right. Now, according to dancehallmag.com, okay, which is the source that I reported from on the previous video, this article reads, Queen of Dancehall Spice is quote unquote awake after a health scare in the Dominican Republic this week, according to, of course, a source close to her family. When I spoke to a member of the family on Friday, no one sounded nervous or worried. They say she is doing well. Spice is talking, she is corresponding with them, and she is getting stronger each day. So this indicates that something happened, right? May not be to the magnitude of what people speculated, like a coma or heart attack, but either way, we still don't know. You can deny all you want. Doesn't mean that you're telling the truth. Anyway, the article continues. The family is asking for prayers at this time. This is what the source told Dancehall Mag. The 40-year-old entertainer, whose real name is Grace Hamilton, reportedly developed post-operative complications after cosmetic enhancement surgery in the island nation. The situation was not as bad as the media made it out to be, the source said. On Wednesday, Spice's agent assured those concerned that she was not in a coma, nor did she suffer a heart attack. But it hasn't slowed the outpouring of support and well wishes from the Queen of Dancehall's friends and fans online. Several of her colleagues have taken to social media to share prayers and heartfelt messages wishing her a speedy recovery. Okay. A lot of people were bombarding her ex, Justin, the dread dude that she was dating. I don't know what happened with that split. Maybe I'm late to the party. But anyway, they went onto his social media under his page. It was like, yo, go look after Spice. Go see what's going on with her. I guess people were just panicking. Some people act like they're concerned, but they really don't care, child. They try to disguise their oh my God, their frantic behavior with concern. But some people are really hoping that something happened to her so they'll have something to talk about. Anyway, Spice's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta castmate Yandy Smith wrote on Instagram, "We miss you here in ATL. Please come back. We need you," along with a clip of a sermon from John Gray. I'm pretty sure that Yandy meant well. I'm pretty sure that she meant well, so I'll take it. So a lot of her colleagues, her current colleagues, and even her colleagues in the past, some that she still has a good relationship with, some that she may have a strained relationship, wished her well. So that was good to see. If it's genuine, it's good to see. If it's disingenuous, then blank y'all. But all in all, a lot of people were wondering. There were a number of people who were wondering, what the heck is happening to Spice. I'm inclined to believe that she did indeed go over to the Dominican Republic to have some sort of procedure done. Because again, like I said before, she didn't come onto social media to cuss nobody out, to cuss anyone out. And also, her agent, publicist, manager, whatever that individual's title is, didn't deny that she had any work done. Now, more recently, there were rumors circulating because people were wondering, why is she going over to the Dominican Republic? She got money. Y'all need to stop going over to the DR and getting cheap surgeries. Well, apparently, the cosmetic surgeon that she has in the U.S. refused to do any more procedures on her, or whatever procedure it was that she was asking to be done. That doctor denied her, which caused her to go over to the Dominican Republic. Now, whether Spice is in the States now, I don't know. And I'm just hoping that she doesn't have any long-term effects from whatever it is that she allegedly went overseas to have done. And also you run the risk of a lot of these doctors in the United States not wanting to touch patients or individuals who go out of the country to have any sort of procedures done, because they don't want, for lack of a better phrase, any blood on their hands if they try to treat something that another doctor does and things go awry. They bear the brunt of the responsibility, unfortunately. So the individual who was posting this was someone who is affiliated with a recovery house. A recovery house is like you have a cosmetic procedure, and then you go to, instead of going to like a hotel, you're actually in, it's kind of like a hotel, but technically not. It's a house where people are caring for you after you have like BBLs and whatever other cosmetic surgery. So there was an individual, it was in my previous video, who runs a recovery house and, quote unquote, got the tea or whatever. So I'm just hoping that, I'm really genuinely hoping that Spice does not have any long-term effects from whatever happened, whatever transpired can be reversed, and that she can be back to herself. As far as anything outside of that, giving her a pep talk, all of that stuff can take effect once she's definitely back to 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would hate to know that she may not be 100%. She has young children, and I know some of you are going to say she should have thought about that before she went under the knife. Well, she didn't. Okay. And here we are. All right. So I'm just hoping and praying genuinely that, she definitely can make a complete 180. And if she chooses to come to social media and talk about it, then she does. If not, then either way, I won't care if she talks about it or not. I'm pretty sure that she's probably nervous. If she's aware of what's going on, she's probably nervous as hell and scared. So I just hope and pray for her mental and her physical health. Okay. And I would hope that other people, would be wishing the same thing, but we know how, we know how people can be. All right. Who's up next on the list? All right. Oh, speaking of health, gosh, this is these two stories are really like, ugh. Anyway, not in a bad way, but just like, oh my God, I'll be sure. Okay. I don't know how old most of y'all are, but out for my seasoned girls and guys. Okay. I'll be sure. Okay. Was pretty much when, light skin, curly hair was in with these guys in the denim, R&B singer, popping back in the late 80s, probably early 90s too, right? Anywho, this is according to WBLS.com. I saw this article. I'll be sure. You guys knew that he was in a coma for 2 months? Child, let me read this article and then I'll kind of tell you why this is a little bit eerie to me. Okay, I'll be sure has broken his silence after it was reported that he was hospitalized in a coma for 2 months. The singer took to social media to say a very humble thank you for the prayers my WBLS 107.5 NYC family, shout out to the tri-state area. I'm alive, awake, and on the mend. Submissively grateful. # all praises due to Allah. I'll share more of my health experience soon in hopes to encourage us all to stay on top of our # health and wellness. # go see the doctor. ABS. Okay. Recently, Albie Shore Jr.'s, his son, Albie Shore's son, basically broke the news about, his father while giving out his, thank yous for the multiple birthday wishes that he received. So he basically let everybody know, like, Dad is awake. He's all and well. Now, I remember when Albie Shore fell ill. The illness was unknown. Okay, that doesn't matter. That's none of our business. But then I hadn't heard much of anything. I did hear rumors that he was like on life support. I mean, if he was in a coma, maybe he was, but I didn't see anything confirmed. And I just didn't even want to look any deeper into this because, again, I'll tell you why in a minute, why I think all of this is eerie. But come to find out, the man was in a coma for 2 months. Was it a medically induced coma? We don't know. He is not sharing anything about what transpired. Like, it's unclear, why he was in the hospital, what caused him to be in a coma. Either way, I'm happy that he's alive and he's giving thanks to everyone who, wished him well. Now, let me tell you why I think that I feel eerie about this whole situation. For those of you who are unaware, I'll be sure. Yes, he is, R&B, royalty. I can say that, R&B royalty. He is the father of Quincy. Quincy is the son also of the now late Kim Porter. So Kim Porter and Al B. Sure had a son together. That's Quincy. Quincy, when he was young, it was alleged, I don't know if it was on paper, if this is, legally adopted. Quincy was adopted by Diddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever his name is today. Okay. A lot of people back in the day thought that Quincy was Diddy's son. I mean, he treats him like his son. He calls him his son. But biologically, he is Al B. Sure and Kim Porter's son. Diddy and, you guys should know, Kim Porter dated. And that union brought forth Christian Combs. And later on, Jesse and Delilah? The twins, his twin girls. Okay. Chance has a different mom, from the twin girls, Jesse and Delilah, obviously, right? So there were rumors back in the day. Well, let me not even go that far back. There are rumors circulating the passing of Kim Porter. Okay, let me just tread lightly with this. And I remember when Kim Porter passed away, Al B. Sure made the attempt to be a little bit, not even a little bit, to be vocal and expressed his suspicions about the manner in which Kim Porter passed away. I remember that. Shortly after that, sometime after that, Al B. Sure, quote unquote, fell ill. Conspiracy theorists, you should know where I'm going with this. Then to find out he was in a coma. Because he was in and out the hospital. That I remember. Come to find out he was in a coma. So I wonder if this is going to stop him from investigating how Kim Porter passed away, because he was very adamant that it was very suspicious how she passed away. And then he fell ill, was in and out of the hospital, and was in a coma. Listen, I'm not saying that the two are directly related, or there's a correlation betwixt the two. I'm just saying, if you're a conspiracy theorist, then what I'm saying makes some sense. No? If you're not feeling where I'm coming from, let me know. We wish Al B. Sure nothing but the absolute best. Okay? Nothing but the absolute best. All right, let's move on to something a hell of a lot lighter. Okay? Missy Elliott, rap royalty, a huge contributor to the culture of hip hop. Look at her wax figure. Okay, this is her wax figure that's in Madame Tussauds. Is that how you Tussauds? In Vegas. All right. This is the most freaking wax figure that I've seen in a long time. Prior to this one, I would have to say Wendy Williams's wax figure was hella realistic. Hers is in New York, right? In New York. I know they did some of these celebrities, they did them dirty with their wax figures. Anywho, if you're confused, okay, the wax figure is in a black outfit. Look at how the hair, the detail is so dope. Like, this just embodies like Missy's style and personality, right? The Missy is spelled out with what it looks like hair or part of the ponytail on the wax figure. They down to her chain, they got that right. So kudos and bravo to whoever designed this wax figure, okay? Missy Elliott is an icon. She is the moment, okay? And I think that she should continually get her flowers for her contribution in the hip hop culture. Not idol worship or anything like that. I'm just strictly talking about the music and all that, okay? She's Lil Wayne's favorite rapper. Lil Wayne never misses an opportunity to mention how Missy Elliott influenced him and how Missy Elliott is Lil Wayne's favorite rapper. Okay. All right. We got to keep the train moving. Okay. Now, this weekend, was it this weekend? Diddy celebrated his 53rd birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a picture on the left of Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z, and Diddy. Now, I'm only talking about the music. I ain't talking about nothing outside of the music. I ain't talking about the business. I ain't talking about the contracts. I ain't talking about the shady behavior, the rumors, none of that. These three right here are hip hop and R&B icons. Okay, just, it's not idol worship talk. This is just their contributions to the culture of hip hop, to rap music, to hip hop music, to R&B music is undeniably great. And it is significant, especially if you grew up in the bad boy era like me. I remember how old I was when What's the 411 came out. I had it on tape, cassette tape. I remember Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt had the cassette tape. So, you know, these three right here, hip hop royalty. So this was Diddy at his party. To the right, you can see him canoodling with Young Miami, who seems to be one of his gals. Okay, she's one of the participants in the Diddy Brigade. All right. So Diddy says that he's single. Carisha said that she's single, but we see them together quite often. So Diddy had a grand old time at his party. Carisha gifted him with a very nice Cuban link diamond studded necklace, and the medallion, the pendant, was a big diamond encrusted bad boy necklace. Very cute, classy, dope. I like the fact that I like what Young Miami did there. Okay. Let me see if I could pull this up. Hold on. I'm about to switcheroo. All right. I'm not playing the audio because there's music playing in the background at the party. So you can see he is hugging her. Carisha had the photos on her Instagram. Better photos, a lot of cute photos with her and Diddy and other people who were in attendance at the party, but she deleted the darn post. I don't know who told her to take it down, but she deleted it. So you see Diddy, a lot of people were in the building. So this is where Diddy was saying, like, nobody don't love me like her. This real love right here. This love right here. Woo! She was like, no, daddy, get up. We celebrating, period. He's bowing down. He's like, all right, now we about to go. We about to go make love. That's pretty much what he said. But I think there was music playing in the background of this as well. So yeah, so Diddy had a good time. This was after he opened the necklace that he that she gifted him or whatnot. And she, helped him put it on. He was just showing her so much love. Now there was another woman in attendance at this party. Someone by the name of Daphne Joy. Okay. Daphne Joy is another woman that is allegedly dating Diddy. I don't know. Okay. So let me see if I could switcheroo this around. Oh, is this going to play the audio? I hope not. Let me see. Okay. We can turn that off. There she is. She's putting on the necklace on him. Let's run that back. She's putting the necklace on Diddy. It's a very nice chain. It's pretty much on brand for Diddy. Very classy and cute. That's Mary J. Blige sitting next to Diddy. And Daphne Joy was in attendance. Daphne Joy is someone who does she have a kid with 50 Cent? I don't like talking about Curtis, so I'll pass. Anyway, she was in attendance and she took a photo as well. Happy birthday to my favorite person at Diddy. And people were, giving their opinions about the fact that Diddy had Daphne Joy, who apparently he has some sort of relationship, special friendship, whatever with, and Young Miami, both in the same place at the same time. So this is a picture of Daphne Joy and Diddy. Seems like they're out having fun. Young Miami, she wasn't fazed by it. I think she had a good time, and I'm pretty sure Diddy, he had a good darn time too. So listen, all that multiple girlfriends and dating multiple people, honey, that's a rich man's game. And if both these women are willing participants in this rich man's game, billionaire, allegedly, then hey, have at it. Have fun. Who are me to judge? Who are me to judge? Now, speaking of billionaire, right? Diddy is making money moves out here. Did you guys hear that he's basically the plug now? Diddy is the plug. Okay, so according to Hyperbeat, Diddy creates the largest Black-owned cannabis company. So I think this is great. basically he purchased Cresco Labs, which is the #1 U.S. wholesaler of branded cannabis, and Columbia Care in the states of New York, Massachusetts, and Illinois, and will be the country's first minority-owned and operated vertically integrated multi-state operator. Okay, Diddy's basically the plug. All right. I think right now in this day and age, I think this is a good business move. Allegedly, he also put in $10 million towards Elon Musk, who is now the owner of Twitter. Diddy contributed $10 million, I guess, bought a stake in Twitter. And that purchase of Twitter cost Elon Musk, I think is it 45 million, 450, I mean, not million, billion, either 45 billion, something like that, in the billions. And Diddy put his 10 million in. So, he's got stock somewhat in Twitter. I don't think that'll get him a seat at the table. Not for that price tag, but you never know. Maybe him and Elon Musk will become friends, and Diddy may be able to give his ideas to help Twitter become better. You never know. But this deal with this cannabis deal is a big deal. So I'm curious to see how this works out years from now. So Diddy, he'll be able to, grow and manufacture cannabis products in wholesale, distribute the products to licensed dispensaries in areas like New York, Boston, and Chicago, and operate retail stores in 3 states. So for these 3 states, Diddy is the plug. What a life. What a life. Well, congratulations to you, Sean. I'm pretty sure that your ladies and your employees will be happy. He also went on to Twitter and talked about, in detail why he decided to do this. He's all about entrepreneurship. He's all about Black-owned businesses. Sure, but, I get it. It sounds good. But anyway, moving along. This guy. Let me tell you something. Drake is annoying to me. I've always thought that Wheelchair Jimmy was totally annoying. Recently, he and 21 Savage dropped a collaborative album titled Her Loss. On one of the songs, Circo Loco, he decided to take shots, no pun intended at all, at Megan Thee Stallion, Serena Williams' husband, Kanye West, and seemingly Ice Spice. Okay, but everybody is talking about what he had to say, what seemed to be referencing Megan Thee Stallion. Now, in rap, I'm gonna say this: I am not in agreement with Megan Thee Stallion being talked about and being, made fun of or made a fool of. I am going to say, though, in rap, nothing is really off limits except maybe your kids. Maybe, Pusha T kind of pushed the envelope with that. Remember when he revealed that Drake had a kid? But anyway, we're not talking about Pusha T right now. That's a whole nother topic for another day, because I think Pusha T could kind of set Drake straight again. Anywho, in rap, it gets people get insulted. I mean, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. It's just a part of the culture of rap. People get insulted and people get jabs thrown at them, or you diss your opponent. This just so happened to be a clever double entendre. And I'm not a fan of Drake like that at all. I'm not going to deny that he's, a good reader, because, Drake has ghostwriters. Did we forget about that? Anyway, talk about write your raps, huh? Anywho, but yeah, I just think it's to be expected. And I think the way that Megan handled this particular instance, I mean, what else can she do? This is a nasty business that you're in, the music business, the entertainment business. It's a dirty game. No, sometimes people are not going to have sympathy for you. There are a number of people who are not going to care about your feelings. They're going to throw rocks and hide their hands. It's a part. I'm not saying that she should be accepting of it. I'm just saying, I'm not surprised at all. Okay. So again, the name of the song is Circo Loco. Let me see if I can find what he said exactly. There was a line where he says, "This B word lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling. Oh, how clever. What a bar. Now, it is being said that Drake was referring to some model or some chick who lied about getting butt enhancement, butt injections. And the word stallion is slang for, a thick girl, a thick woman. So he basically is, as far as it pertains to Meg, this line basically kind of insinuates that Megan Thee Stallion is lying, or not kind of, but insinuates that Megan Thee Stallion is lying about the incident that happened between her old friend Kelly, whatever, I don't remember what her name is, and Tory back in 2020. We're 2 years in. Tory's on house arrest because he kept violating his restraining order, probation, whatever the hell, or judge orders, not probation. And the trial has yet to happen. Okay. It got pushed back. I don't even know when is this trial going to start, for Pete's sake. Okay. No pun intended, because Megan's last name is Pete. That I be cracking myself up just like for no reason. Anywho, let me focus. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's messy. And Megan is just like, she's handling it as best she could. She says, she tweeted, "I know I'm very popular, but y'all got to stop attaching weak ass conspiracy theories in bars to my name. LOL. Ninjas nor hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I'm a clout B word. Keep sucking my beep." Oh my God. So Megan is basically, like, a lot of people have come out and said, Megan, did you hear this? Megan's like, look, he ain't at me. So stop thinking that these clout chases you ain't addressing me. So that's how she chose to handle it. It is what it is. He didn't at her. Drake knew what he was doing. The song got a lot of attention. It got a lot of people talking. He was trending on Twitter. 21 Savage was trending on Twitter. The album was trending on Twitter. So mission accomplished. This is 2022. A lot of people should understand that these record labels ain't paying like they used to, if at all. So you got to do whatever you got to do to get your song streaming and trending and getting people talking about your product. So even if it means insulting someone who is went through a traumatic situation, allegedly, have to say allegedly, but people don't care. Nothing or anyone is off limits these days. So I don't understand why anyone is surprised. Now, speaking of Drake, he and 21 Savage are being sued over a fake Vogue magazine cover used to promote the album. Okay. So 21 Savage and Drake, see, you got to be careful who you link up with. But 21 Savage, you should have known better. Drake probably told him he had a handle. I don't know. It's an assumption. But anyway, both of them, they have been sued by Condé Nast. I hope I'm saying that name right. Who is the publisher of Vogue magazine, for using the Vogue name without permission to promote their new album, Her Loss. Drake and 21 have been promoting Her Loss by posing on what looks like a legitimate Vogue cover, leading fans to believe the rappers were indeed a part of a special edition Vogue cover shoot. Now, because I am a fashion magazine girl, have been for years, I did not think that the magazine was real, but I'm one person, only because I know what the cover of a Vogue magazine looks like. But again, it wasn't promoted on Vogue's website either. So again, I'm one person, but I could see why Vogue definitely has a valid claim, in my opinion. All right. You want to take a look at the actual cover or fake cover? See? This is what it looks like. So I wonder if they'll be able to, I don't know. According to legal documents, Condé said that the rapper's promotional campaign was built entirely on the unauthorized use of Vogue trademarks and false representations. They would appear on Vogue's next cover with the love and support of longtime editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, according to the complaint filed on Monday in Manhattan federal court. So Condé, she claims that Vogue and Anna Wintour have not endorsed Her Loss in any way and have asked multiple times for all promos using the Vogue name to be taken down, but nothing has been done. This is what the complaint said. Nas said that the rappers also created a counterfeit issue of Vogue that was distributed in major metropolitan cities along with posters whose layout mimic Vogue's. What? Drake is an a-hole for that. The nerve of you. Nas, also known as Advanced Magazine Publishers Inc., is seeking at least $4 million in damages or triple the defendant's profits from their album and counterfeit magazine. They also want punitive damages and an end to any trademark infringement. All right. Larry Steen, a lawyer for Drake and 21 Savage, declined immediate comment on Tuesday, November 8th, having yet to review the complaint against them. So this should be interesting to see how this plays out. They probably will settle out of court. Interesting. But if they can prove that it was like a parody or, they altered it in any way, then they might just get away with it. I don't think that they should. Drake probably dragged 21 Savage into this. Anyway, who knows? All right. Before we go, I have to talk about DaBABY. Okay. This is absolutely positively pathetic. All right. You see, child, let me tell y'all something. When I think of the word BOGO, which is an acronym for buy one, get one, I automatically think of Payless. Never would I think that a rapper will sell their tickets to their show, buy one, get one free. Okay, DaBABY is getting clowned on social media for offering a BOGO deal on tickets to his upcoming show. Okay, DaBABY began trending on Twitter after info had surfaced that he was selling buy one, get one free tickets to his November 15th show at Iron City in Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all going? The tickets ain't nothing but what, $20-something. Now it's for standing room only. The venue's capacity is 1,300 individuals, standing capacity. Okay, Eventbrite is basically saying that the tickets is $22 plus a $5.92 fee. Okay, the description reads, sale ends November 14, 2022. Buy one, get one. All tickets are non-refundable, standing room only. So, people was lighting him up on Twitter. Someone said DaBABY selling his tickets BOGO has got to be the saddest ish ever for a rapper. And it's crazy because nobody else hurt his career more than he did. Talk about self-sabotage, a lack of situational awareness and ego. I have to agree. Somebody else said DaBABY's downfall makes me realize something. If the music is good, you will continue to be supported regardless of the abuse, misogyny, and bigotry. DaBABY's music must not be good because he is struggling to sell tickets. DaBABY having to sell concert tickets like Shoe Carnival does shoes is something I never saw coming. Yeah, that was funny. Now, I want to say something. I want to ask a question. Is it that DaBABY's tickets, because this is not the first time this happened. There was an instance in another state where ticket sales were low and the show was canceled. But DaBABY's manager said that the reason why that the show was canceled wasn't due to low ticket sales, but because the venue breached a contract and he's actually going to be back in that particular city come in the coming months, yada, yada. Is this a result of DaBABY's foolish remarks and antics and people are actually like not supporting him? Or is it because DaBABY's music is just not that good anymore and no one cares? They're tired of the same repetitive sound. It's just not giving. It's not giving any growth. There's no depth or variety with his music and the way he performs his music. Is it that? Or is it both? Because this person is right. If the music is good, your people will continue to support you, even if you're considered, quote unquote, a trash person. I'm not mentioning any names, but there's a certain undeniable king of R&B. It's listen, as far as musically, we can't deny the talent. But for many, many, many years, there were speculations about this individual circulating, rumors about him circulating with proof. But a lot of that was swept under the rug. For some people, it still is, because that individual's music is considered, quote unquote, good. And that person went on to have a very fruitful career. many, many albums, tons and tons of songs, producer credits, writing for other people, and his behavior was swept under the rug because the music was good. We see that with a lot of these rappers, these newer rappers. Some of the stuff that they talk about is wild, but people like the music, and even though their personalities may not be the greatest, they might have said and done things that are questionable and outright crazy, but people support them because the music is good. So is it that DaBaby's music is not good anymore, or like are people just over him, or is it that he has been canceled because of the things that he said? I've seen people say and do what I would consider worse, and their career, their music career, acting career was still lucrative. So I don't know, but when you selling your tickets for buy one, get one, I just think that people are over DaBaby. In my opinion, I think the music is not good. Plus the antics are corny. So it's giving off very much cornball. So, I mean, he has no one to blame though. You know what I mean? But himself, to be honest with you, because the last couple of stunts that he pulled, it was absolutely positively ridiculous. It was stupid and it was unnecessary. And now look, you got to sell your tickets like Payless used to sell shoes, child. Buy one, get one. Anyway, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Please, if you haven't done so, you have time to pay your admission fee. Please feel free to do so. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. I greatly appreciate your presence. You clicked on the video. You didn't have to. You watched. Even if it's for a little bit, even if it's for a long time, you still watched. All right, I'll be back soon. I'm signing off. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, peace.